Deandre Ayton has to be the most average number 1 pick in NBA history. Once drafted first overall in 2018 by the Phoenix Suns, many deemed him as a surefire star in the NBA. Fast forward to now, and Ayton has more or less been the same player since he came into the league. Good, but nothing special. The question is, why has he stagnated? Is it due to his role, poor effort by him, or something else entirely? Well, let me break that down for you. How's it going, my friend? I'm Alexander from Load Management Media, and let's talk about it. Deandre Ayton nowadays is one of the most slandered players in the NBA, labeled soft, a cone, and someone with no motor on a regular basis. But believe it or not, Ayton at one point looked like a much more confident player than the one you see today. In college at Arizona, Ayton was completely dominant. Ayton averaged 20 points, 12 rebounds, and 2 blocks per game in his 1 year at Arizona, which helped him win the Pac-12 Player of the Year. In college, Ayton just seemed to impose himself everywhere all over the court. He got whatever shot he wanted on offense, he imposed himself on the defensive end, he had 2 blocks a game, and he killed everybody on the glass every single night. When I went back and I watched his highlights, I was like, man, I'm looking at a completely different player. Because you fast forward to modern day Deandre Ayton, and it doesn't really look like the same guy. Deandre Ayton has been more or less the same player since college. The first few years you could see some progression, especially in the 2021 playoffs, but since then, he's regressed. His numbers have been pretty much the same every year in the league. All-star numbers for a center, but if you watched a game of his, he's not at that level. He's a bit above average, and there's a few legitimate reasons for that being the case. First of all, the Suns were very good in DA's career very early. The Suns made the finals in Ayton's 3rd year in the NBA, and it was more like his 2nd because he missed half a year due to a banned substance. That meant the typical time for him to experiment with his game and develop more was gone. They had to put him in a role best for the team to win, not for him to get better individually. Because of that, he got upset. He wanted more touches in the post and in the offense, but they've been using him more as a traditional screen and roll big, especially since they got a lot better in the last few years. And he felt that just didn't utilize him the best. And really, this has all bled into Ayton not giving as much effort on the court anymore. Especially once he signed that contract, it seemed like that $30 million a year keeps him comfortable. It's just so frustrating to watch DA play because we know that he's really talented and he's got everything to be the fantastic modern day center. And even now, he still puts up 18 and 10 with his eyes closed on accident. But they feel like quiet numbers. You'd watch the game, you'd look at the box score, and you'd forget that he even scored those points or got those rebounds. All you remember is him taking about 7 different face-up mid-range jumpers. Don't get me started on those, goodness gracious. So, how do you get the best out of Deandre Ayton? I believe the best plan for the Suns moving forward is to try and give him some more touches. Ayton is still so skilled, but the Suns need to give him touches on offense to keep him engaged everywhere else on the court. No matter how good Beal, Booker, and KD are, Phoenix is going to need Deandre to play well in this new center-dominant NBA. If it doesn't work and DA can't get it done in his new role of getting some more touches in the offense, then he can't complain, and a change of scenery would probably suit him and the Suns the best. Really, it's all about how Deandre wants his legacy to be. If he's tired of everybody disrespecting his name, then he'll step up and be great. If not, he'll forever be known as the most average number 1 pick in NBA history. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see some more consistent original NBA content talking about everything there is to talk about in the NBA world, then this is the place for you. I'll be putting out at least 1 new piece of NBA content a week, so if that interests you, consider hitting a like and a sub. And as always, stay rested. See you in the next one.